Born on July 25, 1920, Rosalind Franklin graduated with a Ph.D. from Cambridge University in 1945. In 1951, she went to work as a research associate for Dr. John Randall at King's College in London. Franklin established herself as a world expert in the structure of graphite and other compounds before she moved to London. James Watson inaccurately depicted Franklin by saying she was an underling of Maurice Wilkins, when in fact they were peers. Franklin discovered that DNA could crystallize in two forms, Form A and Form B, although Randall assigned Form A to Franklin and Form B to Wilkins. The process in which she did this is called crystallography. This technique exposes crystals to X-rays in order to produce a diffraction pattern. If the crystal is pure enough and the diffraction pattern is acquired very carefully, it is possible to reconstruct the positions of the atoms in the molecules that comprise the basic unit of the crystals called the unit cell. By the early 1950s, scientists were just learning how to do this for biological molecules as complex as DNA. After she discovered both Form A and Form B of DNA, Franklin developed an ingenious method to separate the two forms, providing the first DNA crystals pure enough to yield interpretable diffraction patterns. She then went on to obtain excellent X-ray diffraction patterns of crystalline B form. Thus, using a combination of crystallographic theory and chemical reasoning, she discovered basic facts about its structure. She also discovered that the backbone of the DNA lies on the outside, not the inside as previously thought. Also, that the helical structure of DNA has two strands as opposed to three. Posthumously, Watson and Crick publicly announced that Franklin's work was vital to their DNA discoveries. Watson and Crick were authors of a paper in Nature. Usually, when other scientists' work is used, they are mentioned. Franklin and Wilkins were not appropriately mentioned in Nature as contributors. However, there aren't any subjective ways other than words to prove who the original author of the work was.